Welcome to A Woman's World. I am Oinlala Sally. On the 5th of December 2013, the world lost a great leader. A leader who not only fought for equality in skin color, but in gender as well. Today on the show, we celebrate the life of a legend, one that was instrumental in improving the lives and roles of women. He is Nelson Mandela.
Mandela's gift to South Africa was not only the first democratic elections, but also the opening of the door to women empowerment. He was a great champion of women's rights.
Freedom cannot be achieved unless the women have been emancipated from all forms of oppression.
Although his battle against apartheid made tremendous strides, Mandela felt there could be no major success without gender equality. As president, he appointed over one-third women to his cabinet, many of whom went on to occupy even more senior positions. Under his one-term presidency in the 1990s, South Africa signed and ratified the Convention on the Elimination of All Forms of Discrimination Against Women, CEDAW Treaty. But Mandela is not the only one in his family exerting great efforts for gender equality. His wife, Graça Machel, is a well-known advocate for women's rights and has been recognized both at home and abroad for her work. As the patron of the Stand Up for African Mothers, Machel recently spoke about the efforts being made to end maternal mortality in Africa.
Of all the Millennium Development Goals, this is the one which is lagging behind in a very shameful way. It doesn't require a lot of money. It doesn't require a huge kind of effort, but women have been neglected. In many occasions, they take the last of concentration of efforts to meet their needs. This is why this initiative is to reverse that, so that in 2015, we can look into our eyes and say, governments, private sector, research institutions, civil society organizations, families, and mothers themselves, we have done our best, and we could change the situation in which a birth becomes a nightmare. But a birth can be a moment of giving life and also a moment of joy. Let's work together, and this can be achieved, and it is the challenge you and I have to accept.
His efforts towards gender equality were not just recognized at home, as all across the world women speak about Madiba.
He lived his life in an exemplary manner, fought for the freedom of his people, taught us to love one another, irrespective of race, color, or creed. He taught us to live as a nation. He taught mankind to love and to appreciate.
Like millions of other people all over the world, I am also mourning the death of Nelson Mandela. My thoughts are with his wife and family, and with all South Africans who honor Nelson Mandela as the father of their finally free nation. Nelson Mandela was a wonderful man. He was wise, warm-hearted, and humorous, as I was able to experience during my visit, which is still close to me and one of my most treasured memories of my work in politics.
Express my extreme grief at the passing away of a man who stood for human rights and for equality in this world. He made us all understand that nobody should be penalized for the color of his skin, for the circumstances into which he is born. He also made us understand that we can change the world. We can change the world by changing attitudes, by changing perceptions.
Nelson Mandela is a supreme symbol of living freedom struggle. Let us never forget it.
So you are mine.
In 2007, Mandela set up the Elders alongside his wife and a host of public figures. The organization has been instrumental in speaking out for women, for a world in which women would be healthier, safer, and more prosperous.
Well, definitely since, learning more about, what he achieved in his lifetime, I think it's so extraordinary, and I think, it's really impacted me in the sense that I just think if this man spent 27 years in prison and, was deprived of being a son, deprived of being a father, deprived of being a husband, and all the special moments that come with that, and yet, after all that time, he still came out and he could offer the hand of forgiveness and compassion and understanding. I think I can add more forgiveness and compassion and understanding to my own life.
18 years after Mandela's first call for governments to make women's rights a prime responsibility, they make up approximately 40% of local government, parliament, and cabinet. Although Mandela has passed on, he will continue to live on through his many legacies. Abolishing racial apartheid in South Africa is most certainly his life's work and his greatest achievement, but his more candid efforts for gender equality will certainly never be forgotten by women all over the world.
Sun shall never set on so glorious a human achievement. Let freedom reign. God bless Africa. I thank you.